Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, it's Milo here for the Fellowship of Acoustics and welcome to a new video series that we're doing. Actually it's breathing life into an old video series that we did called The Vault. And look around me, we're here in the vault over at the Fellowship. You will have seen the vault door opening in the beginning of this video. In this video series we're going to feature one of the guitars in this vault and we're going to tell you the history about this guitar. We're going to let you hear the sounds of these guitars. And it's good to know that the guitars that we keep in this vault are our most prized possessions. These are the vintage guitars, the really boutique guitars, the really high-end stuff, the really expensive stuff, I also must say. And the first guitar that we're going to start off with is behind me in this beautiful case with light in it. It's this D'Angelico XL from 1937. Let's head out there, there's some more light out there and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. Let's go. All right, here she is, a D'Angelico, not a D'Angelico as we've learned over the years. The XL from 1937, and we call this the TJ, and for good reason. I think you know why. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So this is from 1937, built in New York, in Manhattan by John D'Angelico. I did it again. So John D'Angelico opened up shop in Kenmore Street in Manhattan, New York in 1932. He only had a very, very small team. I think he only had two people helping him at the time. And he produced about 35 instruments a year at his top. So this is one of the 30 or 35 that he made in 1937. We actually know that this was built on, it left the factory at April 22nd, 1937. So that's a cool little detail. John D'Angelico is really a skilled Archtop builder. He built a lot of instruments. He started really young. He had his apprenticeship with a violin builder, I think at age 10 or something like that. So a really skilled luthier. Another famous luthier that later joined the D'Angelico team is Jimmy D'Acquisto, also a really respected luthier and Archtop builder. He joined in 1952. And up until John's death in 1964, Jimmy D'Acquisto was a really large part of the family of D'Angelico as well. Up until John's death in 1964, he built about 1,150 instruments, starting with serial number 1001 up to 2164, and this is actually serial number 1238. So it's from 1937. We can date it to that time. Let's talk a little bit about the XL, the guitar in front of me right now. I'll let you have a closer look. We're looking at a Archtop guitar with a hand-carved spruce top, beautiful inlays, and on the fretboard sort of paper planes like. We have figured maple back and sides. It has aged, as you can see it mostly on the back of the neck here. It's been played a lot, as these old Archtops should, I think. On the inside of the top we have a parallel bracing. These are actually mother of pearl inlays, and what's special about this one is that it doesn't have any cracks whatsoever. So it's in really good playing condition after all these years. So let's also talk a little bit about why this particular XL is so special. I'll get to the TJ on the pickguard, but first I want to mention that this actual guitar was mentioned in a book by George Groon and Walter Carter. Walter Carter it is? It is Walter Carter. It's called Acoustic Guitars and Other Fretted Instruments, and this was featured on page 202 of that book. So if you have that book, open it up, go to page 202 and you will find this actual XL from 37. So what does the TJ stand for? Well, this guitar belonged to a jazz player called Tom Johnston. now you know. He was really precious about his name, and he wanted everyone to know that this was his guitar. So he engraved his initials into the pickguard of this XL. I actually think he did a really good job. I think it matches the overall aesthetic of this D'Angelico, sort of the Art Deco style, really well. These letterings, especially combined with the headstock, the classic D'Angelico headstock design that we still know from the D'Angelicos made today. So we are very fortunate to have really great jazz players here over at the Fellowship, and one is right beside me, Tom Punt. You might know him from the you might know him from the demos that we shoot here. Can you play a little bit on this one?
I'll try.
You're really familiar with Gibson L5s, right?
Yeah.
So you might be a little bit familiar with the with an XL.
It really sings.
Those high notes sound so big.
Really great.
How do you like it?
Yeah, really great.
How does it compare to the L5 that you're familiar with?
Well, this is fitted with bronze strings, of course,
Yeah.
so it has more of the acoustic sound.
Yeah.
I have flat wounds myself.
Yeah.
But pretty close, I think.
Yeah. This would benefit well from maybe aftermarket pickup if you want to use it right now, because there aren't a lot of players right now that are in a big band setting where they need a big acoustic Archtop. Of course, there are some out there, but right now, if you want to make some volume, you need a pickup and an amp. But maybe, yeah, there are a lot of beautiful aftermarket pickups that would fit this D'Angelico really well. Yeah. It sounds really huge. The high notes, the high strings sound so full and totally not shrill or anything. It's just an incredible sounding guitar. We also made a demo with Dom, another great jazz player. You will have heard the demo in this video as well. You can play some more, please. It sounds incredible. The TJ. So I think that concludes our video of the Vault. I hope you enjoyed this new video format. Please let us know in the comments down below what you think. We're going to make a lot more of these because we have some beautiful guitars in this Vault that need some explanation, that need some demos. So we'll be making more of the Vault videos. So thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you in the next installment. See you then.